गुरुवे गौरचंद्र राधिका तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. Hmm. So March 26, 1993 lecture on the same verse we were reading yesterday. What Gurudev is saying on text 9. In Raghunath Goswami Samadhi Dasha, a Spurti came. At once, he went in inner Dasha and he saw Nishant Leela, where Srimati Radhika is saying to Krishna, "You have upset my Shringar. My garlands are broken. My bindi tilak washed away. Everything is upset. What will the Sakhis say when they see me like this? So at once decorate me." In performing puja, a devotee should first pray to his Ishtadev to come by saying Swagatam Swagatam. Then by using other mantras like Idam Asanam, Shrim Klim, to Radha Krishna Bhyam Namaha, Idam Ashmaniyam, Idam Snaniyam, Idam Naivedyam, etc. The devotee will perform the puja. In the end, one should touch the deity's feet and pray Idam Pushpanjali or Etani Pushpani, or the worship is now completed. Please return to your Simhasana. Then all the articles in the area where the Archana was performed should be very carefully cleaned. That is called Nirmalya. If after completing the puja, one does not request the deities to return to his Simhasana, clean the paraphernalia and return it to the proper position, it will be aparadha. So a priest should always be mindful to do all these things. Radhika is saying to Krishna, "You are the priest, and having called Yarish Devi, she came and you worshipped her. Now you should request her to go away because the worship is finished. And then clean all the paraphernalia and replace it in the proper location. If you don't do this, it will be aparadh. So do it at once." Hearing this, Krishna becomes so pleased, so much pleased. There are so many hidden points included within the dialogue, but they cannot be spoken openly. They're very, very sacred things. So after Krishna come, Radharani is here, decorated with the garland, and arranged her hair dress as it was before. Srimati Radhika told him, "The alta on my feet has been washed away. You should replace it." Then a Sakhi brought some alta. But when Krishna took the Radharani's lotus feet in his lap to first painting, he began trembling, and his hands were trembling. His heart was trembling. His mind was trembling. So he could not paint. Then Srimati Radhika called out, "Oh, Tulsi, come here. See how he is trembling. He is quite a new person, not trained for this service, and unable to do it. Show him how it is done." But it is not Krishna's nature to leave such a nectarian service, even though he was trembling. Seeing that he had made some mistake here and there, Radhika softly kicked his forehead, leaving a stamp there. Look at it, took it like a stamp on Krishna's head. In this way, he became a Chatmar Das, Chatmar Das, certified servant of the government, which is Srimati Radhika. Sri Radhika ordered Tulsi Manjari to paint, to take the alta and the brush from Krishna. But when she put out her hand to take the things from Krishna's hand, no brush, no alta, no Radhika, no Krishna, nothing was there. He became like faint and began to weep bitterly, crying out, "Where has this vision has gone?" At that time, he wrote this verse saying, "A black snake has beaten me. I wanted to serve those lotus feet which Krishna was serving, and I was about to do it. but it once it vanished. What should I do? Weeping, you begin to roll on the bank of Radhakund. In this verse, Raghunath Das Goswami prayed to his Ishta Devi, Srimati Radhika, when will the day come when, after having decorated your feet with alta, Krishna will become your certified servant upon receiving your footprint on his forehead, and you will order me to take over the service from that untrained newcomer. This is the only medicine which can save me, and without it, I will certainly die. Please let this vision come again, where I will be engaged in that service and my life will thereby be saved. This is a brief explanation of this verse, and anyone who has developed a little greed for Raganuga Bhakti will weep while praying to Gurudev, to the Manjari such as Rupa and Rati Manjari, and to Srimati Radhika. When will such a vision come in my heart, and when will I receive the opportunity to serve like this? This is Raganuga Bhakti. It is not for us, ordinary persons, but it is for those who have gone further in it. देवी ते चरण पद्म दासी काम विप्र योग भर दाव पाव के दह्यमानंतर काय वल्लरिम जीवया क्षण निरीक्षणामृतम. Sorry. Hmm. O Devi, I am the maid servant of your lotus feet, whose wine-like body burns in the forest fire of separation from you. Please revive me at once with your nectarian glances. देवी ते चरण पद्म दासिकाम विप्र योग भर दाव पाव के दह्यमानंतर काय वल्लभम या वल्लभम जीवाय कृष्ण निरीक्षणामृते. देवी ते चरण पद्म दक्षिणा दासिकम. O Devi, I am the maid servant of your lotus feet. Vipra Yog Bhar Dav Pavakeya. Prayog means to meet in all respect, and Viprayog not to meet in any respect. In other words, Vipralamba. Vipralamba means meeting in the inner way, not separated. If in Viyoga, separation, the idea of meeting is not coming in your heart, then it is so dangerous. So in the Viyog, there is Yoga. Otherwise, Viyog will not come. Similarly, in Vipralamba, there is a Pralamba. When it is not realized, then outer Vipralamba comes and he begins to weep, remembering all meeting. This is called Vipralamba. He is remembering that he was going to take the brush from Krishna's hand and to serve Srimati Radhika's feet. But when he was about to take the brush, nothing was in his hand. He saw, oh, I'm Raghunath. I'm not Tulsi Manjari. Where is Krishna? Here is not Krishna. I'm not Swamini. Whose Paladasi I am? Then he began to weep. When a man is asleep, he sees, I'm so wealthy. I'm emperor of the whole world. I'm ordering everyone, and everyone was carrying out my words, my orders. When he wakes up, when he wake up, when he wakes up, he is lying on the earth with the blanket worn and torn. In a similar case, Raghunath Das Goswami, where his blanket worn and torn, where is Shrimati Radhika, with that Kunja in Vrindavan, and he began to weep like he was about to die. He is saying, Vipra Yoga Bharadav Pavake. Dovapavake, flames of the fire, but not ordinary flame. The forest is so big, lakhs and lakhs miles. The fire goes all around, and Raghunath Das Goswami is in the middle. No water here. Dava means forest fire. So like Manjathavi, everywhere fire, everywhere fire. All were burning and they were about to die. Here, not feeling, not seeing Krishna and Srimati Radhika, and all the Sakhis know that Seva he is burning in that forest fire. His hand was about to hold something, but then he saw that it was gone. A Chintamani came, but he could not keep it and began to weep. He's saying his fire burning is like Dava Pavake, which means a garland of Dava Pavake. Why? There are so many flowers. Similarly, in the forest, there's fire on so many places. They cannot go out of this garland of Dava Pavake and Dava Pavake, and he is sure he will be burned by it and not stay alive. So Dava Pavake as a garland fire is everywhere. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that if one collects all the sufferings and all the happiness from the world on one place, still it will not be equal a lakh and lakh part of that virahanal fire of separation. But do we feel something? An atom of that fire. Who will realize this? The one who has an experience of meeting, he can. Otherwise, not. By hearing, it will not come. If some anarthas will be removed, they can come very to a very small extent. If we have some feeling of separation for Vaishnavas and Gurudeva, then there is a chance that that we can feel some of this separation fire. If we can weep, feeling separation for our spiritual master and those Vaishnavas who has given us even a very slight mercy to entering in this, then experiencing this separation fire, a pap will be gone. There's no smiling, no nothing, only weeping and weeping. Raghunath Das Goswami is feeling separation like this because he has the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and all others. Raghunath Das Goswami has prayed to Sanatana Goswami, Vairagya Yug Bhakti Rasam Prayetaner Aprayayan Mam Anabhikshum Andham Kripam Buddhir Yaha Para Dukha Dukhi Sanatanastam Prabhum Ashrayami. And to Rupa Goswami, Tvam Rupa Manjari Saki Pratita Puryasmin Pumsa Parasya Vadanam Na Hi Pashyasi Thi Bimbadare Shatam Anagat Bhartikaya Yatte Vidhai Kim Yu Touch Chuk Pungavena. Shri Rup Manjari, Karerchit Pada Padma, and others are all prayers to Rupa Manjari Goswami. So many shlokas he has written. He is weeping and praying, Oh Devi, I am feeling like a chain of this forest. Fire is surrounding me and I am burning. Daya Mantar Kaya Vallarina. Fire has come to me and the fire is going to take me in his lap. Tarkaya Vallarim. Kaya Vallarim means by this Vallarim. Now he is going to burn. No chance to be saved. Only Srimati Radhika have medicine for him. If you want, then you can save him in a moment. In hundredths part of a moment, that is Shana. How? By her glance. Nirikshanamritam. Nirikshamritahe means in your glance there are Amrit. And this nectar is an ocean. In one short glance, there are ocean of nectar. Which vision of Radhika does Raghunath Das Goswami wants to see? You should laugh. Krishna is painting and you are smiling, telling to him, Oh, you are not efficient in this work. You are new one. You don't know your inexperience. O Tulsi, you should do. O Krishna, give this pain to her. I want that very glance. Srimati Radhika smiling, giving order to Krishna, and Krishna not willing to give it up. But I will go and forcibly take it. My Swaminiji has ordered me, and you are not giving. I will try, and Krishna will not give, and again I will try. That glance I want. If you give me this glance, I will be saved. Otherwise, I will die. This is a very brief explanation of this verse. Raghunath Goswami is a real friend. If he had not come to this world, he would not follow Rupa Goswami. It is very hard to practice what is said in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, especially Ujjwal Nilmani. But Raghunath Das Goswami has showed us by his practice and through his books like this, Vilap Kusumanjali, he left his experience to us. We are so much indebted to him. And to remember, try to remember and worship Raghunath Das Goswami, his lotus feet, and your Gurudev. This side long glances has lot of significances and it has lot of meanings also. There are so many hidden meanings of side long glances, you know. Sidelong lenses, actually, like looking at somebody, sidelong lenses. Sometimes when when the two couples are there, or when one couple is there, and like there are a lot of people around each other, and when they want to look at each other, they look at each other from the side long glances. When Guru and disciples, so many disciples are there, and Guru wants to instruct to one particular disciple, he looked at him with from the side long glances. Sidelong lenses has a lot of meanings, a lot of meanings, a lot of deep meanings. There's one shloka which comes in Radha Sudhanidhi that Krishna sees Radharani, uh, Radharani's glance, and he loses all his ornaments. You know the mantra? Does anybody know this mantra?
No, Prabhu.
And he are from Radha Sudhanidhi.
Which one, Prabhu?
It's, uh, it's a very famous shloka actually. I'm not able to recall this particular shloka. Wait a minute. Krishna faints actually when Radhika shows the sidelong glances.
Oh, that is Radha Kripa Kataksh Stotra.
हाँ नहीं 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 मुनीन्द्र नंद वंदिते त्रिलोक शोक
Tiloka Shoka
हारिणी
Harini.
नहीं नहीं नहीं
That is
नहीं नहीं निकुंज भू विलासिनी ये नहीं है ब्रजेंद्र भानुनंदिनी ब्रजेंद्र सुनु संगते कदा करिष्यसि हमाम कृपा कटाक्ष भाजम नहीं 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 I'm not talking about that. There's a shloka which comes
Yes.
in that Krishna says,
Tanangaranga Manga, Tanangaranga Mangala Prasanga Mangura Brua, सभी ब्रह्मा समा प्रभा मतलब ये कह रहे हैं तो गॉडेस हु प्लेफुली शूटिंग एरोज ऑफ योर ग्लैंसेस from the curved bows of your auspicious the amorous eyebrows have completely subdued Nanda's son. When will you cast your merciful sidelong glasses to me? तो आप यही कह रहे हो प्रभु?
no, 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 this is a shloka I'm talking about from Radha Sundarji. I don't know why I'm not able to recall that particular shloka. Yeah. But anyways, Kripa Katashka Bhajan. What is Kripa? Kripa Katashka. So like actually Kripa Katashka is this only. When the side long glances. Huh? Side long glances of Radharani, that is the Kripa. Because she is not looking at everybody, she's saying, hey, Raji Manjari, go and help. This guy is useless. He doesn't know how to decorate my foot or my feet. So you go and take it. But this particular shloka, Krishna sees the sidelong glances from Radha Rasudhaniji. I don't know where that particular shloka is. It's like, मिल गया, I guess. I hope मिल गया. Hmm. हाँ, यस्य
तत्व
कदापि वसिचनचल खेल नोथा धन्यन्ति धन्य पवनेन कृते तमानि योगिन्द्र युग्म गतिर्मधुसूदनोऽपि तस्य नमो अस्तु विश्वभानु वो दिशेपि. यानी obviously this is to right. Breeze even this is one of the shlokas. Breeze become from the direction playfully moves to the edge of this garment. Shri Krishna, who cannot be attained by even the kings of the yogis, thinking that his life ये रहा. वेणुम करण निपतिम सक्लेतितम शिखंडम वस्यदंच पीतवसनम व्रज राजसुनो यस्य कटाक्ष कटाक्ष सरघट विमूर्छित तस्य ताम्रिधिकम परिचरमि काम रसेन. When will I delight the service of Srimati Radhika? Struck by the arrow of her sidelong glances, Krishna faints. His flute falls, and his hands, the peacock feather on his head, become loosened, and his yellow scarf slips from his neck. This is the 39th verse of Radha Rasudha Nidhi. Okay, I'm just posting it in the group. Mm, wait a minute. Can we get those Vrindavan videos? No, okay. Yes. So can you see this? So sidelong lenses. I didn't want to study, I didn't want to read anymore. I wanted to just give you the analogy on this sidelong glances. Munindra Nanda Vandite Trilok Shoka Harini Prasanna Vakta Pankaje Nikunja Bhu Vilasini Vajendra Bhanu Nandini Vajendra Sunu Sangate Kada Karikshasi Hamam Kripa Katashka Bhajanam Verum Karana Nipatim Sakalitam Shikhandam भास भ्रस्यदञ्च पीतवसनं व्रजराजसूनो यस्य कडाश्कसरघट विमुचित तस्य तां राधिकां चरामि कदरसेन. So some of the acharyas they say about Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Thakur Prabhupada, when Jagannath chariot it stopped outside where the house of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Krishna Jagannath was not moving. And then, after 2 days, uh, our Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he brought Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And he showed him to whom? To Jagannath. Immediately, Jagannath, he lost his what do you call, mukut. His mukut fell, his garland fell, and then his basri also fell, they say. So some people they they say that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he was not bona fide, this and that. But the acharyas they compare him with that side long glances of Radharani. After seeing the side long glances of Radharani, Krishna loses all his things. So they say that is the reason the name of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is Nayana Mani Manjari. She is the Nayana Mani. Mani means the jewel, the most important jewel. So Nayana Mani Manjari means the Manjari who is very dear to the eyes of Radharani, and the sidelong lenses of Radharani is actually Nirmani Manjari. That is the reason Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has given us a very important and very different kind of understanding to understand the scriptures. Got the point? So this particular shloka is very important, and I think we should all try to understand that sidelong lenses plays a very important role in our life. When Guru is showing the sidelong lenses, he is actually giving instruction to his disciple to chal aage, you go ahead and win this world. Sometimes sidelong lenses is actually showing more faith in the person. You know, sometimes two lovers are looking at each other with the sidelong lenses. So all these sidelong lenses are very, very essential and very important. And sidelong lenses of anybody in this mundane world may not have a meaning. But when the Guru's sidelong lenses fall upon us, यह स्मरेत पुंडरीकाक्षम Sabaya Bhantra Shuchihi. I always say give this example. Just by remembering the sidelong lenses of the Pundarikaksha, the eyes of the Lord, we get purified inside and outside. Same way, just by seeing the sidelong lenses of the Kripamay Drishti. Actually, Guru is the Kripamay Drishti of the Lord. भगवान की कृपामय दृष्टि ही गुरुदेव है. Why कृपामय दृष्टि? When somebody is being merciful upon you, he would never see any fault in you. And Guru is the only one in this world who accepts us unconditionally. The very few reasons we see that Guru is rejecting his disciple. Otherwise, mostly Guru is always accepting his disciple and always encouraging his disciple to, and he's so this is what exactly is the sidelong glances of the Lord is Radharani for the Manjaris is everything. The sidelong glances of the Lord upon his devotees in the form of Guru is everything for the devotees. And the sidelong glances of Gurudev again is like the topmost thing which anybody can have in this world. Okay, I'll just stop here. Anybody wants to say something?
No, Prabhu, it's a very wonderful and very deep explanation of each and every thing of Vilap Kusumanjali. If I wouldn't have read this book with you, I don't know, I would have never understood all these deep concepts behind it. I would have just read the words and went ahead. But this commentary or this purport on these words is literally very
All
mind
glories to
blowing.
Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada, and all glories to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. All glories to the Gauriya Vaishnava Acharyas. That is the reason it is mentioned very, very important for all of us to have the gratitude. Like, gratitude is something which shifts from one person to another. But, it's like shifting one person to another means one day you like to have Shai Paneer, one day you like to have Dal Makhani, another day you want to have maybe assorted dal, one day you want to have maybe mixed veg, one day you want to have soya chop, one day you want to have pizza, burger. But the mool is what? The mool is to give nourishment to your soul. So same way sometimes we say without He's being around we couldn't achieve what we have. You know, this is exactly, this is very important for us. But when we suppose I'm saying that Rupa Goswami would not have been there, We could not understand the bhakti tattva properly. This is one of the statement. But like then again, the other understanding is if Raghunath Das Goswami would not have been there, we could not understand the mood of Rupa Manjari. We are not minimizing the greatness of Rupa Goswami out here, but we are actually increasing, or we are trying to understand the importance of Raghunath Das Goswami in the life, in the line of our Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Same way when we say if Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad would not have been there, it was very difficult to understand the heart of Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami also. So we are sometimes giving the example of different people, but ultimately when we are eating different things, ultimately we want to nourish what? Our stomach only, our hunger only, right? So in spiritual life also sometimes we say, oh man, if you would not have been there, we wouldn't be anywhere. But this particular understanding is only and only for what? To have more and more faith in one acharya, then the second acharya, then the third acharya, then the fourth acharya. When I show you five people and I say he is the great, he is also the great, he is also great, and he is also great, he is also great. So then you will have the nishtha in all five of them, right? But when I say only he is better, and rest everybody is stupid, then you will have Nishtha in only one person. So that is the reason sometimes the acharyas they come again and again. Sometimes they we no matter what, no matter how much we follow Raghunath Das Goswami or Sanatan Goswami, will always be Rupa Nuga Vaishnavas, right? Although he was a Abhidaya Acharya, not Prayojan Acharya. Who is the Prayojan Acharya? Raghunath Das Goswami. But that doesn't mean that he was greater than Rupa Goswami. No. Rupa Goswami was also, or he is also Abhidaya Acharya, but sometimes he brings himself down to the level of Abhidaya. So, because we also need to understand the process, right? How to achieve that. What happened with Raghunath Das Goswami? That he gave us all his realizations immediately, just like this. He have realized this, I've realized that, and his writing, half of his writing is in the Bhagya Dasha, something is Antardasha, something Antrabhagya Dasha, like that, different stages. The actual meaning of all this is to make us understand that each and every acharya of our line is very important and very significant, and we cannot minimize the importance of one by seeing the other one. Because sometimes some people they say Rupa Goswami is great, Raghunath Das Goswami is great, but Jeev Goswami is not that great, Sanatana Goswami may not be that great. Some people they have this kind of understanding, but they are neophyte, and these people can never understand the mood of the acharyas properly. They say, oh, Jeev Goswami was a Swakya Bhav Upasak. This is what exactly the foolish people they do. Anyways, we are here. We are very fortunate that we have the proper understanding and we are able to understand all this, right? बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय
Jai.
जय पतितनाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
हरि बोल चित्रा